Chief Naiche served as the last traditional leader of the Chiricahua Apache tribe. Naiche was born into the Chokonan band of Chiricahua Apache around 1857, the second son of Cochise and Dostese, Cochise's first and principal wife. His name, meaning the mischief maker, or meddlesome one, proved fitting as he led numerous raids against white settlers. After Cochise's death, Naiche's older brother Taza initially assumed leadership but died of pneumonia during a visit to Washington, D.C. as a delegate. In 1876, Naiche became the final chief of the Free Chiricahua. At first, he maintained peace and worked with the white settlers, guiding the Chiricahua to surrender to General Oliver O. Howard in 1876 and relocating his band to the San Carlos Reservation in Arizona. However, in the summer of 1881, reports surfaced about the inaugural ghost dance, promising the return of his father, Cochise, and other chief spirits. During that summer, in the Battle of Sibique, Arizona, there were several soldiers and an Apache medicine man who were killed. In response, troops surged into the area, causing Naiche and his followers to escape the reservation. They quickly joined Geronimo in the Sierra Madre, south of the Rio Grande, launching attacks on American and Mexican settlements. Despite being the hereditary chief of the Chiricahua Apache, Geronimo was seen as the primary leader, and Naiche followed his lead during these campaigns. The army tirelessly pursued the defiant Chiricahua Apache until Naiche surrendered on May 25, 1883, to General George Crook. In January 1884, Geronimo also surrendered. Initially, both leaders resided at the San Carlos Reservation, but in 1885, they departed with over 100 men in a final effort to resist American authority. By September 1886, Apache scouts and U.S. Army detachments managed to compel their surrender in the harsh terrain of Sonora, Mexico. Following their surrender, Naiche, Geronimo, and their followers were initially imprisoned at Fort Pickens, Florida, while their wives and children were relocated to Fort Marion. This decision was influenced by influential Pensacola residents who sought to exploit Geronimo's notoriety to draw tourists. President Grover Cleveland authorized the petition, permitting only the men to be sent there, thus separating them from their families. Eventually, the U.S. government reunited the families at Fort Pickens before transferring them all to Mount Vernon Barracks in Alabama.